Yeah, we're looking at 110 through at least the end of next week or warmer. So not a lot of relief in sight.
If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Yep. I think we're all kind of feeling like, okay, come on, when will this end,
Yes.
right? So unfortunately, we're not looking at any relief, at least through, again, the end of next week, with our high temperatures ranging from 110 to 113 and overnight lows in the 90s. So the impact, our trails are closed. That's through Sunday under that extreme heat warning, but I do think that that will get extended in through next week. And of course, school sports trying to adjust as well to try to stay out of this heat. But I do want to take you up to Williams in northern Arizona. Look at that rain coming down. Maria saying she got about ½ of an inch of rain in her yard in just 10 minutes. Some really gusty winds there as well. So the valley is dry now after a pretty active night last night, but where we're seeing a severe thunderstorm warning at this point, this is right through Dewey and pushing up through Prescott Valley, which we had some flooding issues there about 2 weeks ago. So we're watching this one closely. Heavy rain, some small hail, and gusts to 60 miles an hour possible in this warned area. And then just up the road from that, Chino Valley under a flood advisory through 7 o'clock tonight, as some gauges there are reporting 1 to 2 inches of rain already, with more on the way. A couple of spotty showers out in and around the Payson and Young area. And again, here in Phoenix, we are looking to stay dry throughout the afternoon and evening. Want to point out temperatures. We were in the 90s in Prescott. We dropped now into the 60s because of that rain cooled air. We're at 71 in Flagstaff, mid 70s in Payson right now, and a toasty 105 here in Phoenix. But we'll notice those warmer temperatures tomorrow. Temps were kind of capped out today because of some of that cooler air overnight. So we'll start to see those temps really jump for tomorrow with a 112. If you're heading out at 8 a.m., we're already to 96 degrees and we'll be above 110 throughout much of tomorrow afternoon and evening. So definitely just prepare for a hot week ahead of us. 110 plus all the way through next week, with overnight lows in the upper 80s to lower 90s.